Hi Val, this is Robert, and you recognize this place maybe. It's probably, I don't know when you were last here, maybe 14-15 years ago. The trees may be a little bigger, and California's gone through a drought, so we've replaced all the lawns with, yes, believe it or not, plastic grass. How sad. But it looks good from a distance. It really actually kind of looks like grass. People think it's some sort of Bermuda grass, but it's not. It's plastic. And we're in June, so the agapanthus lilies of the Nile are in bloom, and everything else is kind of drought resistant, we hope. Because although we're out of the drought this year, we could be back in it next year. The long-term forecast, not good. Some years ago, Janice, we fixed up the house a little bit in the front, and Janice had got this design, and I didn't do this particular part of the work. I didn't pour the concrete, but I did most of the other work. So let's go up to the front door and go in the house. I just painted it. It took a while. We had to do a lot of extra work, and we have a nice fountain up by the front door, which is kind of nice. The birds come in. And these things, this shrub is just gorgeous in winter. It's in December, it's loaded with yellow flowers. It's really pretty. And this is a camellia, and it gets loaded same time in January with red flowers. Very nice. The rest of it is normal. Here we go into the house. Beware, here come the dogs. Oh yeah, we've got watchdogs. And these are, believe it or not, Sabrina on the right, and Callie, who is very camera shy. She disappears around the corner. Better not do anything there. Well, this is a familiar sight. You'll probably recognize this from my dad's house. A picture of Haddon Hall, I believe. It is Haddon Hall. Anyway, just a few artifacts. This is my dad's picture from my dad's clock from gosh knows where. I think he bought that at Smith's in Matlock in 1930 something. This is a painting that we picked up from when we were up in Mammoth in the high Sierras. We go to this particular valley in particular quite a lot. It's very beautiful. The house has changed maybe somewhat. That's because Janice is always changing it. Every so often she comes in and she changes everything around. So things have changed a little bit. We've got well, that's a car cover right now, sitting on the couch, but normally it's a couch. This is I don't know what we're kind of call this. We used to call it a TV room because we've got a big honking TV right in the middle of it, which we have. But also play music in here. There's a couple of more of my dad's paintings, which you're probably familiar with. The one of the Greek islands, and this one we changed the framing on it. This is a pretty nice quiet room, and let's go through to the back. This is the washroom, and back in here is where when the kids come, they love to play in here, which of course they do, because they've got the computer, which 3-year-old and 5-year-old, you can't really keep them away from it. These are pictures of our dogs. Sabrina is the yellow lab on the left. She's 5 years old. And Callie's a Nova Scotia duck-toling retriever. Not a common breed. She's about 50 pounds. Really should be about 45. Very sweet dog. A little shy in some ways. We have a piano. We haven't actually been successful at giving that away to anybody, but we keep trying. And then through the rest of the house, there's a kitchen. We don't have a very big kitchen. And back in the front room. And then, oh gosh. Okay, Sabrina. She's barking. This is the guest room where you and Bob stayed when you visited. which is pretty much the same. And the bathroom that you used, which is not the same. I did this, I did the conversion on this. I didn't put the glass in, but I did the conversion. And down here, a little memory. If Robert Mawson was here, he would be able to tell us, yeah, I remember that. I worked on that particular thing. I've still got the tool that he went to Home Depot and bought to re-machine the screw holes in it. Anyway, this is the hall bathroom, what we call the hall bathroom, I guess. Yeah, that's it. This is the end of the hall. A couple of paintings from my dad again. These are some of his early paintings. This was when he was in the army, down at on the Downs down there, I think, maybe in Dorsetshire. This is the front bedroom. We've put he probably had this window in here. This is where Sabrina loves to hang out in here, and she looks out of the window and she plays hell with anybody that goes by. She's a very sweet dog, as you can see. Say hi, sweetie. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Oh yes, you are a good girl. Yeah, very sweet dog. Yes, female. This is the front bathroom. I just had that. This was the last bathroom, this was the last original bathroom, and then we changed it a couple of years ago. It's got the white and light ceilings. So I do most of my own work. So I just repainted it and rerouted the electricity and did all of that sort of stuff. So, all right, here we go. Sabrina again. Say hello, sweetie. Speak. Oh, you're so pretty. Yes, you are. Here we go through the rest of the house. This is the add-on that I don't think we had when you were here. This is the lady of the house. Her bathroom is here, which is pretty big. And oh gosh, it's got mirrors everywhere. And a really nice big shower with two shower heads, one in the front and one in the back. We did this around, this is about at least 12, 15 years old. And the toilet, of course, is in there. Oh boy. And this is the master suite. This is Janice's normal little spot, right under my dad's picture of Chatsworth. And got one of those newfangled TVs from, I don't know, it's from Japan, I think. Anyway, it's pretty nice. It's got very, very high. Anyway, she's got that part and she loves to watch sports on it. And since the Golden State Warriors are winning at the moment, she's very happy about that. It's a, as you can see, you've got the whole wall-to-wall wardrobe. Okay, in the backyard, this has probably changed some. We've had a damp morning, so everything's a little bit upside down. But I would say that things are springing. We've got one of those yellow calmias. The mornings, we're in what we call May grey and June gloom, which down here you get a lot of coastal fog, especially morning and all day. And that sometimes doesn't go away all day. It's an outdoor spot to sit in. We do all the plantings ourselves and take care of we do have a gardener come in once every 2 weeks, but he just cuts things that I really don't want to cut. So, and this is a small jade plant. That's the side of the house. And here we go, the backyard. The garden's pretty restful, it's pretty nice. Tim found this plant here. He found it. He found it. It was actually his estate when he was lived in a house, and he put it in water, and he realised that it was growing. And so he put it in a pot, and it grew, and then he gave it to me because he didn't have anywhere to keep it because it got too big. And so I found a spot for it here. We have a lot of drought-hardy plants, which of course we have to have here. This is a jade plant. It came in a 2-inch pot when it was small. Things really grow here, unbelievable. And this is the backside of the property here. We have a nice little area near the fountain. The hummingbirds come in all day long. They balance on the top and stop and keep their wings flapping, and they take a bath and drink. It's pretty nice. So we've had this fountain in this place for about 15 years. So we've got that surrounded. And gosh, and a lot of hanging plants, of course. I just repaired and repainted the kiddies' stool. The kids aren't here right now. This is our pièce de résistance in the back. It's just coming back. It had we bought this for $1.50 at Home Depot when we first moved in the house in 1989, and it's grown massive, of course. About 2 years ago, we had a gardener come in to prune it, and he pruned it back too late in the season, and he pruned it back too hard. I'll never let him touch it again, because it's just right now, it's coming back. We cut it back and pieces off it, and it's taken me the better part of a year to really shake it up and get it to come back. And it has come back. We had an infestation of whitefly, which came from Florida. It seems that most of the really bad things around here in the United States come from Florida, except Donald Trump, of course. He's from New York. But he's got a place in Florida, so he counts. This is kind of where we are. This is the fence we built between us and our neighbors. This tree is 20 years old. Very rapid growing here. You've got to be careful with them. Anyway, long and short. The side of the house. On the other side of the house, we've got a lot of wind chimes and bells. It's pretty restful. We'll just replace this window. And we collect rainwater, so if you look in here, you'll find, yes, rainwater. We have to keep tops on it because we don't want it to be a breeding ground for mosquitoes. We collect rainwater because, as I say, we've just come from a drought. The drought was pretty horrendous. There's another ficus that came as a small plant. And here's a ficus that got infested by whitefly. I've had to cut it back, and we'll see whether it's going to make it back or not. We'll see. And this is a bougainvillea, which we put in here many years ago. And then we had a neighbor who was not a very nice, decent human being. Fortunately, he's not there anymore. And he refused to fix the fence. So he said, well, you can always build another fence inside. So that's what we did. So I took out all of the bougainvillea. I guess I missed one because it sort of sat in between the two fences until he moved out. And then we replaced the fence. And guess what? The bougainvillea's back. Really kind of nice. Anyway, we've got a nice garden window. There's the toolbox, one of the toolboxes, and a little Eastern flavor. Lots of succulents, lots of shells that we got from our trips to Hawaii. We go on the beach there, bring them back. And then in the back here we've got this is a staghorn fern, pretty nice. This is a bird nesting box, but they never have a nest there. You can never nest where you want them to, they nest where you really don't expect them to. This is the workshop. We built this too from the ground. Fortunately, you can build without permission if you build it less than 120 square feet. And this is less than 120 square feet. It's about 12 by 10, so it's right on the money. It's where we keep the paint, keep the house up, the bicycle stuff, some of the tools, more bike stuff. I'm still riding, and it's like my little workshop area. Anyway, that's us. We're here still at 5851 Lord Cecil, and we don't really do very much except look after the grandkids and go on trips because we don't work anymore. I haven't worked in 7 years. We're coming up on 8 years, which is seems like a long time, but it's gone quite quickly, as we all know. Anyway, I'm going to stop this in a second and just have a quick word with Janice to say hi. Oh, and I do have Callie in here. Maybe she won't run off too far. She's so pretty, this one, but she's so shy. Do you want to say hi to Val?
Hi Val, happy birthday.
Yeah, actually it's the same birthday as, we've got a grandchild, Catherine, who is Nancy, the youngest of Janice's children. Nancy, she has 2 children. Catherine, the eldest, who was the date of birth of 6/7, and she's 5 years old. So she's a June 7th birthday, which is, she's had about 3 birthdays this week. She had one on Saturday, and she had another one on, she'll have another one probably tomorrow. This is Callie, and she's in her private place because she really likes it, but you can tell she really doesn't want to have a photo taken. Do you, sweetie? You always look so sad and so scared. She's really quite a demon, but don't let that little soft, gentle look deceive you. She's a pretty wild girl. All right, so I'm going to, you want to turn it around for me?
You,
And turn it around.
well, you can.
I just want to say happy birthday, and we're very sorry to hear about Bob. He is often in our thoughts, and you are too. So want to wish you all the very best. And we're at the same place, been the same place, and Fiona's in touch with us, and so we get news from Fiona, which is good. All right, so happy birthday, and many more. Best wishes, Robert. It's birthday.